So we just we scrape that. We do have to dedicate some good time here to mixing. Oh, 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 oh. Like here it is. The vegan is what we're calling our vegan beef from what I showed earlier. That product I'm going to buy probably for the rest of my life. This is what I do. I cut the corner like that, and then you can get the last little bit to come right out. But yeah, this is kind of just for... Ooh, this is a chunk of cheese. Look at that. That's cool. I kind of want to eat it. Oh, that's good. This is the brand right here. Get this vegan cheese. Delicious bite. Well, well, well. Now, how about that delicious thing I made? Oh, wait, I didn't make it yet. Let's go. We're going in on the purple vegan rice dish that requires this fan on, and this rice box should be open. This dish is gonna be delicious. I've made it before, and it's really just a vegan rice dish. All vegan rice dishes should have a vegan meat and vegetables in it, along with whatever you do for your sauce and seasonings. Now there's fancier ways to cook rice. Geez, that doesn't feel like a lot of rice. All right, I'm using 2 boxes. I'm already flipping the script. We're gonna go 2 boxes of rice since I just put so much water in there. Now this could be way too much rice, but that's okay. I'll just fish some rice out if need be. Yeah, we just jumped right into this. I was ready to kind of just jump into this because I had cleaned up a bit, and I was like, yeah. Get all this going here. But yeah, I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're ready to see my tips for making this most classic of meals. Now we're gonna put sugar in it, so we'll just put that right here. These rice boxes can go in the trash. I even cleaned the lid for the video. That's right. All right, and I cleaned my knife. All right. You gotta get these. What's going in? Beets, black beans, and a mixed vegetables. Can of that as well. And you know what? We're probably gonna do this jar of diced tomatoes as well. But we might skip it because it'll be a pretty full thing. Always stir your rice. I could have added salt. Not too late to add some salt. They say to do this so that salt like gets absorbed into the rice. More flavorful dish. So fine, we'll put in some salt. All right, and then we get to chopping. Because we're probably gonna skip using that diced tomato can. Okay, here we go. We got some veggies to start chopping. Let's go. Let's go like this, vertical. Okay. And then one of the verticals, actually 2 of them we're gonna leave like that, and then here we're gonna go. Okay. And I like chopping them up differently, so do some of them as slices. Like this. here. Hope this is a good angle. Yeah, not too much onion. Just enough, I say. A lot more cucumber than onion, but that's fine. Then we got tomato to chop. Let's do that now too. We're going around the middle. And this end right here, we're gonna eat this part right here. That doesn't make it into the fancy dish that we're serving to our guests. Our guests being just me. I do want to share my vegan food with the neighborhood, but I kind of gotta like raise my aura internally and exude it faithfully and the most purest of manners, and then I'd be sitting pretty to start saying hey to the neighbors. Hey, you guys want to try this delicious dish I made? I could go sit there in the community center building for the neighborhood where we get the mail and the laundry, and they hold little events there for people's birthdays or whatnot too. They decorate it for holidays. It's like a common area. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got this jalapeno. We've kind of been saving for a pizza, but screw it. We'll use that here. Not a lot of it. That way I don't have to worry about doing too much with it or gutting it. Because typically I would chop off these parts right here. Bam. So that's the key, is to have a mix of fresh and a mix of canned. This is a steamer that I'm using as a colander. But actually the rice, the water is kind of just already gone. Gotta open these. Now this is what makes it a purple vegan rice dish, is the sliced beets in a can. This is what you need. But we'll start with the beans. This is the quick and easy dish. The quick and easy dish everyone needs. And you can make it different every time. All right, now here's the vegan meat. Excuse the lid. All right. I'll show the product on screen. I got it from Amazon. It was cheaper than the Butler soy curls, which I also recommend. But if anything, I would use the Butler soy curls for chicken and these for beef, just so you have, they're a very similar texture. They're like the same thing, just about. But they got a different shape and slightly different texture, so it's good to like use things for different things. Okay. So here we got the no beef base, better than bouillon, which I put some in some water in this bowl, filled it up almost with a good amount of this, like a good tablespoon, and then a bunch of these soaked into there. This stuff right here. Yes, and it'll absorb the vegan beef broth, or you can do chicken, or anyway, that's the vegan meat that's going into this, and we could start shoveling that in, but we'll just throw this in first. Oh, we can trim that down. Oh, there we go. Now I feel more relaxed. Purple vegan rice dish must be purple, or basically this is a flop. And I kind of butchered opening this can a little bit, but wait, here we go. There we go. The purple, now that juice is healthy goodness. Remember my mom telling me how healthy these beets always were. Pickle juice. A certain amount of pickle juice should make it into most of your dishes, in my opinion, because it has that twang. Oops, I spilled. That's a good amount of pickle juice right there. Okay. Now butter. This is the butter I have left here. Screw it. I think that's a perfect amount to go right in. Okay. And then I have an extra stick if I wanted to add more, but that's good. So this is already looking quite full, as you can see. But we're not done adding. Of course, we got to add a good amount of this, right? I already showed the brand on screen. I guess we'll just use this. I like using my little spoons. Here's the thing, there's this chicken juice at the bottom. Or sorry, the vegan beef juice is kind of toward the bottom of this bowl. But I'm using a slotted spoon, so I can't really scoop it as well. So if anything, I do want some of that to go in. But not too much because it's already pretty liquidy, I feel like. Now, this is a full pot right here, especially when I get these other veggies in there. You like a lot of meat in there. Vegan meat. I'd say that's fine right there. Okay. Then this has to go in. Now what I didn't do is chop these up. Put these in. So fine to do that. I don't even know. They're like mini onion bulbs. They go in. Only two, because it takes too long. And I got some left. Okay. So here we go. Boom. Along with the regular onion and the diced cucumber. Chopped up different ways with some tomato and jalapeno. Oh yes. Now here's the thing, that is already quite full. Look at this. Quite full, but we're not done. We gotta mix in some sugar. Let's do some sugar. How much? As much as you want. Ooh, I did a lot, didn't I? But it's a full pot, so really, I think that was a pretty, just kind of, that was a good amount of sugar. I wouldn't want to do much of that. You can do less, more, you can skip the sugar. But the sugar is going to help. Sugar should go into most of your cooking. Okay? Sugar should make it in. Pepper should always make it in too. We did salt the rice water earlier, but we're just going to, of course, put some more salt right there. And actually we got this iodized salt as well, which is a necessary, this salt supplies iodide, a necessary nutrient. Okay? If it's necessary, then it's going in with a good amount there. And actually there's 3 salts. This is a lemon and pepper seasoning with grinder. Okay. And there's salt in this too. Okay, some cumin. Sure. A little bit of cumin, but not much since we're running out. Red pepper flakes, of course. That's going in. That's a good amount right there, I think. Fish seasoning dry rub, no. Peanut butter, no. Garlic powder, yes, of course. Good amount. Cayenne pepper, definitely. Definitely making it in the dish. That's a good amount, but it's a huge pot, so really, that's not even that much. Okay, I don't know how you guys season your things. This is how I do it. We got chicken flavored seasoning, still vegan. little dump of that. That's the fast pours. So that. We got Italian seasoning, of course. We'll go with the big side of the flap. I could have done the small side. More like slowly. Thyme leaves. Sure. There's some thyme in the Italian already, actually. Sure. Paprika. Okay. That's already like empty, basically. But there's stuff in there that you can. So that's why I don't throw it away, because I can get that stuff out. Ground ginger. Sure. Not a lot. Just to say we put it in. Alright. Now that's a good amount of seasoning, right? I think for the most part, nobody could be too upset with that. Okay. Now, what do we need as well? We need more sauce without watering down, because there's already some water in there. Okay, not too much. Building our sauce. We got this chicken sauce, which I'm so glad I found. It's a sweet and tangy dipping sauce made with mustard and a hint of barbecue smoked flavor. So if you want to buy vegan honey mustard on Amazon, is the only place that I found it. And it's a lot of money. It's a lot, and it costs like extra for shipping for some reason. It's just like, dude, I don't know where everybody else is buying. Let me know. Where do you buy your vegan honey mustard? This is kind of gonna just say this is my vegan honey mustard. It's not honey mustard, but it is called Chicken Sauce by Clover Valley, and it is close enough. And of course, it is fully vegan. If you look here and see, yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, sign me up. At the dollar store, at Dollar General, I saw this. So I figure, you know what? This is going in, and this is gonna make this dish unique from any other time that I've made it. Now, it might cut away on some purple. I don't know how purple this is going to turn out anymore, actually. I don't have any more extra purple ingredients to throw in either. But it's okay. We got some oil. We're exploring. You see this guy? This guy's chilling here, reminding us to explore. We got him set right over here. This little, oh, it went into the pot. See? It went into the pot. Okay. So some oil's going in. Not a lot. A little bit of oil. And boom. Now here's the thing. This is going to be kind of hard, right? To stir. But we'll make it happen. Use this big spatula for the job. Now we put it on low, between low and medium, so it all starts heating up together. Now look, we got our butter, that needs to melt in there. Key is you got to scoop from the bottom. You got that white rice at the bottom. That hasn't been mixed in yet. But see that beautiful purple? We love to see that. And those beets are big slices, so we're just cutting through that as we mix. We got our cucumber, a nice colorful vegan purple rice dish. Now this is good. I decided let's just make, I was thinking about making this video. I was like, we could wait, we could do it later. I'm like, dude, let's do it today. Let's just do it today. That chicken sauce actually has a good amount of twang to it, and that's combined with the cayenne pepper and the red pepper flakes, and I put hot sauce in, so this is actually a little spicier than I anticipated. I always spice it up though. Well, that's why you put the sugar in too. You got the spicy sweet mix. That's what you want. Now we're going to cool it off with some mayonnaise. then we just need more salt in here. More salt. More salt. That's a good amount of salt I just added, so let's balance it out. A little more pepper. Okay. Garlic powder. This is gonna add more of that flavor. And more Italian. Just a little bit like that, a good amount. Throw it in the pot. With everything we just added. And then what else can we add? We can add some, for liquid that isn't water, we can actually add some of this. Some soy milk. Silk almond milk, rather. Not soy milk, whoops. Okay. I was gonna add some flour, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was just gonna add it to be cute and be like, oh, well, you can add flour to anything. But really, it takes away too much moisture. It sucks up all the moisture, and like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. Some rice stuck at the bottom. That's fine, not a lot. So we just we scrape that. We do have to dedicate some good time here to mixing. Now, I'm going a little rogue here, but we're gonna throw in barbecue sauce just to make sure that we're not skimping on flavor. Balsamic vinegar. Throw some of that in. I made like a hole on the top, so I can just drizzle it in. Yeah, this has got that twang in it. We're all about that. Anything with vinegar in it, we say it has that twang, because it does. Alright. But yeah, here we got our mix of canned veggies and fresh veggies. Okay, we got our rice base, 2 whole boxes, but actually minus this amount. So that's cool that we have this extra. We can put this away for another, we'll make tacos with this. This is great for tacos, really good. It's gonna be good with some sloppy joe that I can make. See, look, I got the sauce for manwich, sloppy joe sauce. Now this is vanilla flavored silk almond milk. This is what I do. I cut the corner like that, and then you can get the last little bit to come right out. Now, if my angle has sucked throughout this, I'm gonna be not happy. All right, and I'm glad that it is just a little bit, because I don't really want to taste that vanilla-y flavor. All right, just like when I added the pickle juice, I don't want to taste like pickle juice flavor, but when it's just a small amount, it just mixes right in. So many flavors here combining. And this is why I wanted to show me making this dish. I want to share how I do it. Now since this is all hot food, those vegetables are heating up. They're becoming a little more tender, but they're keeping their bite with the jalapeno, chopped jalapeno, and the cucumbers too. Even the onions, getting a little cook on that, but keeping their bite as well. Yeah, we love that. So we're just making sure everything kind of gets mixed. I guess this is a lot, so. But yeah, this is kind of just for. Ooh, this is a chunk of cheese. Look at that. That's cool. I kind of want to eat it. Oh, that's good. This is the brand right here. Get this vegan cheese. You get 4 bags. 4 2.5 pound bags. That's 10 pounds of vegan, plant-based mozzarella style diamond shreds, aka cheese, vegan cheese, and it is so good. It's very realistic to the real thing, yo. Honestly, quite close. All right, to the real thing. That's what we like to do. So we're vegan, but look, this tastes like I could feed this to anybody, and they'd be like, "Damn, son, I don't feel like I'm missing out on nothing. I got cheese in here. It's meaty. It's hearty. It's got these vegetables, this flavor." This is a good spin. Nice clean spin right here. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go. How's this look now? It's gotta be ready, right? Boom. Scoop it out. Close. We haven't tried it. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Gotta add the crispy fried onions. Yeah, buddy. Now that is a delicious bite. Here we go, trying our first bite of the the purple vegan rice dish with veg and vegan meat. There it is. Now, some of the cheese is melted and some of it is not. That's fine by me. I actually don't mind that it's not steaming hot. Typically it would be. I guess I was taking it easy on that aspect of cooking this. If I had scooped from the bottom, it'd be hotter. That tastes great. Oh yeah, when you get a bite with that cucumber. Sorry, you're not getting the full shot here. I got like a couple cold sores in my mouth right now, but we're not worried about that. They're not doing too bad. This is really good. I don't mind that it's, because typically it'd be like super hot and like hard to eat right away. I actually like that this is, I can just eat it. But this is what you want to make if you want to make it. I would say go ahead and do it. Or don't. And make something similar or just eat whatever you were gonna eat anyway. That's typically what I do. I'll watch people cook these awesome dishes, and I'll just sometimes, you know, I draw inspiration, and that's the whole point. All right, never mind, we're not done yet. 'Cause I'm enjoying it more after I turn the camera off. I'm like, wait a second, this is really nice and creamy. Wait a second, I'm really tasting the depth of the flavor here more now. And the meat as well. It's very spongy, but it's chewy. Like here it is, vegan. This is what we're calling our vegan beef. From what I showed earlier, that product I'm going to buy probably for the rest of my life. It is so good, and it's got a nice chew. It does. And it comes with so much, and it expands when it soaks up the broth. And it just you can just go crazy with it because you buy this huge box. You can just throw as much as you want into any dish, and it's actually cheaper. It's actually cheaper than any other meat or vegan meat that I know of. And this tastes great. Now I'm not going to put the cheese in every bowl, but it doesn't need it. I could, but I like to try and let that stuff last when I buy it. Bits of the jalapeno. Still got a crunch to them. Same with the onion. Watchdog living up to his name. We licked the bowl clean, boys. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, that may or may not be me. Actually, I'm not that big, but yeah, no, that's hot. And it's even better the next day.
What is rotavirus? Yes, pediatrics for you. Scientific North American, 1600. 1920s photo.